Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the month of March 2024. Before we dive into it, this video is sponsored by myself. Go over to my website, spiritpsychic.org, to get my intention oils. This is the money and abundance intention oil that I handcraft per order with your energy in mind. And you use this oil to anoint yourself or objects to radiate the energy of money, abundance, wealth, luck, business success, prosperity, all that good stuff. I have used this on myself, and I've used it to anoint things like plants and my wallet, my phone. And guys, let me tell you, it's really, 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 really powerful. I would not be offering it to you if I did not fully put my heart and soul into it and knew that it worked. So go to my website to get my intention oils, but let's begin. You have Lagus coming out in reverse as your rune for March 2024. Guys, this, I want to put a picture in your head. Imagine that you are on a ship in the middle of the sea and a god or goddess comes down and they tell you, you will have a completely safe journey to your destination. Like, it'll all work out perfectly fine. You would trust that, right? Like, okay, I mean, you literally came down from the heavens to tell me that. Of course, I believe it. However, on this journey, there are big waves, there are storms, very turbulent emotions. And it's like, you're freaking out, you're panicking, but it's like you already know that where you're going is going to be fine. You already had that reassurance. And so what this image is trying to convey is that you may be in quite turbulent times emotionally right now, but you really don't need to be. You could be perfectly at peace with everything that's going on around you and just trust that you are headed in the right direction. Trust that everything is working out for the highest good. I hope that made sense, but that's what Lagus means in reverse. It is the water rune, and it promises love. It promises creative fulfillment, safety, prosperity, but in reverse like this, it may be stormy, it may be very turbulent emotionally for you. So try to quell those emotions at this time, because you don't need to suffer on this journey. We have, you gotta be kidding me, Temperance is coming out as your major arcana card. I'm saying you gotta be kidding me because anyone who reads tarot, you know what Temperance means. It's literally the card of quelling your emotions and becoming more tempered out, okay? Getting a hold of yourself and handling these intense situations, new situations, emotional highs and lows with a sort of peace and calmness, and viewing things rather objectively, focusing on the present moment, on what you can do instead of worrying about what you don't know or what you can't do, and being in that helpless sort of anxious energy. It talks about focusing on what you can do right here and right now, focusing on that and remaining very balanced, very tempered, just like this angel here. She's made out of stone, and she is balancing these emotional waters very beautifully. So yeah, I think in March, this is really a month for you, Aries, to get a grip emotionally. And I feel like you're calming down, like you're becoming way more centered within yourself. A lot of you may be doing things such as meditating, going for mental health walks, or getting some sort of nutrient supplement that may be affecting your mood. So whatever you're doing, will be working, I think. And by the end of this month, you'll be in a much more calmer headspace and very much at peace with the life that you have around you. But it feels like you're waging a war within yourself, with your emotions, and you really don't need to be. You could be handling life's drama quite peacefully, wear the world a little loosely, Aries. So your spiritual theme and lesson for this month is the sweat lodge in reverse. Some of you guys, if you have access to a sweat lodge or some sort of sauna, I highly recommend going to that regularly. This month it will really do you good. Or even just like go to your bathroom, put on the hot water and, close the vent, create a little sauna in there for yourself and just like sweat it out, sweat out all your stress, all your worries, everything. The sweat lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside and then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to sweat away old beliefs and habits and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. Aries, I feel guided to say that someone may be willing to give you a second chance, or something may be willing to give you a second chance, which is amazing if you want to take it. It says, and when this is coming out in reverse, the spirit of this womb of Mama Earth is acting as a sort of guide for you, offering you some healing wisdom and medicine. It says, life is offering you a second chance. Exactly. I just said that. I should have just read ahead. It says it right here. Life is offering you a second chance. Take it, since this chance may not come your way again for a while. Mother Earth is calling you into her womb and inviting you to incubate as long as you need for a spiritual rebirth. Gift yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain, and the seeds of your beautiful potential, until you come out the other side free, wise, and full of creativity. Essentially, what this is saying is, give yourself as much space and time that you need to just focus on yourself, on, unpacking the worries, the fears, the thoughts, sweating it out, releasing it. I am seeing a very meditative month ahead for you. In meditation, I don't know what other people do during meditation, but when I'm doing like a silence meditation, I just focus on my breathing and on the feeling of existing. And when thoughts come up, I acknowledge them, I sit with them, and then I release them, and I return back to the feeling of existence. And I just keep doing this for like maybe 30 plus minutes. And it literally has the same effect, I think, as a sweat lodge would for your physical body. Meditating has for your mental mind. And it just sweats out all of that fear and untangles your mind and allows you to see things a little bit more clearly. Stay in that energy as long as you need. Mama Earth is giving you this sort of second chance to just take some time to prepare yourself and then come out back into a healthy relationship with life itself. Just a newer, wiser, more clear-minded person. So that's beautiful. I feel guided to say, and this may not pertain directly to you, but just Aries in particular, a lot of Aries placements may be doing something like a rehab treatment in the month of March, or some sort of detox retreat, even if it's just something that you create for yourself within your own home or out in nature. I'm just seeing this energy of detoxing, untangling your mind, and learning to find that silence, that peace, and unconditional love within yourself, which is so beautiful, very spiritual. Okay, not surprising with Pisces season. By the way, happy birthday if it's your birthday this month. We are going into Aries season at the end of the month. And let's dive into your tarot cards now. We're going to get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Good Tarot. First card out is the 8 of Fire. Oh my gosh. Communication coming in, invitations out. This is a sort of positive busyness for you. I feel like you're filling your schedule up with really positive experiences. Some of you may even be getting some sort of phone calls, messages from old friends, old family, which is great. I feel like you are spending a lot of your time in happiness and passion with the people you love. Second card out, Ace of Air. Here's that new beginning we were talking about. I see you coming out feeling very fresh-minded, clear-minded. Okay, the Ace of Air talks about a brand new beginning for you, one where the direction is really clear. You have phenomenal communication about your intentions and what you want, where you're going, and the people around you do as well. Communication may be coming in for some of you. I wonder if some of you are communicating with someone from your past, or you're in like another situation again. Like you could be revisiting a project or an old hobby or an old friend or someone like that, and you're looking to give it a second shot, a second chance. this time around, you feeling more clear-minded, understanding your shadow, having integrated your shadow, it feels like you're ready for a new beginning. A new beginning specifically when it comes to things that came into your life in the past that you maybe didn't feel ready for, or maybe you were ready for it, but like you want to revisit it in a way. So I see some of you revisiting old wisdom and information that you're already familiar with. For example, like if you're a master at something, this month of March, you may be going back to the basics, okay? This could also be literal, like in terms of certain friends, relationships, having a second chance, going back to that. So I would just pay attention to where you feel drawn to revisit old material, old projects, old relationships, because you're going to be able to look at it with a brand new perspective, a brand new vision. Essentially, a lot of you, some projects that you may have abandoned months or years ago may find their way back to you this month, and it triggers so much creative ideas within you, and it really turns out to be something special, I think. And this could apply in so many different areas of your life, like, okay. Third card out is the Seven of Earth in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is what is needed to be like sweat out, you know, this feeling of when will my happiness come here? Like, when will my love finally arrive in my life? When will wealth, when will fame, when will insert whatever you're waiting for enter my life? It shows a sort of frustration with your own progress. And, you know, Spirit is saying the journey to getting to your dreams, to your goals, it doesn't have to be one filled with anxiety. It doesn't have to be one filled with this intense pressure that you've been putting on yourself. This should be a beautiful, beautiful journey to getting there. And even if you are broke, even if you are alone, even if whatever, you know, you can enjoy the journey for what it is by learning how to be more present in this moment. Like, you may not have that much money, but, you know, working towards your dreams, your goals, like, just keep doing that. If you have enough time to complain and ask the universe, like, where is this, blah, 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 you have enough time to just be in the present moment, doing the steps needed to go after your goals and your dreams, you know? So I would pay attention to that. If you have enough time to complain, you're not working hard enough towards your dreams, is what I would say. Okay, like, and that could be your mantra. Every time you complain and you find yourself complaining to the universe or just frustrated, like that you haven't reached your goals, that is your time to do something in the present moment, right here, right now, that will bring you closer to one of your goals. For example, if you're so frustrated, like, where's the love of my life, blah, 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 and you have this goal to get really fit, you know, that's when you go to the gym and you sweat it out and you run it out and you work out. Or if you're so frustrated, like, where is my money? I'm so broke, blah, 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 blah. That's the time to start working overtime and, you know, put in a ton of work towards your business, your goal, your dream, whatever. If you have enough time to complain, enough energy to complain, you're not focusing on the present moment enough, is what I want to say there. And Spirit is saying, focus so much on the present moments, on going after the life that you want and embodying the life that you want, that by the end of the day, you're just too tired to, you know, even recognize what you don't have. That's the flow of abundance, focusing on what you can do right here in the present moment, what you do have in abundance, which may be projects, ideas, etc., inspiration, and allow that to be your guiding light. Don't let lack be your guiding light, okay? So second row of cards out, fourth card is the Queen of Air in reverse. She has been showing up in everyone's reading. I think we're all collectively in the space of just taking better care of ourselves. You know what I just noticed? I looked out the window and there's 4 mourning doves sitting on a wire. And I see these same 4 mourning doves all the time. And I just like randomly got this like information that they're 2 couples and they just hang out all the time. Isn't that funny? Like, randomly in the middle of your reading, I'm like, oh yeah, they're 2 couples. They hang out all the time. They live together. And so I feel like for some of you, if you're in a relationship, you may have another significant couple that you are really close friends with and like going on double dates with, or you may be creating that for yourself this month. That just was so random and came through, but whatever. I'm seeing like a pair of 2 couples. Anyways, back to the Queen of Air in reverse. A lot of us are just trying to thrive on our own at this time and no longer tolerate our old excuses, our old, letting people get away with a lot more in our life than they should also. Queen of Air in reverse shows that sort of self-protection. However, this could also talk about taking that to the extreme. I think the collective at this time is a little bit in danger of taking independence to such an extreme, okay? Especially you, Aries. I see this in you so strongly. Hyper independence may be a really huge problem for you right now when spirit is trying to guide you towards healthy, amazing community. Life becomes so much easier when we have people around us who give as much as we give. Life becomes so much easier when we have a community to rely on as opposed to just ourselves. Like, I see so many people striving to just afford everything on their own. Like, they want an at-home gym, they want to grow their own food, have their own car, their own everything at their own house, and they struggle financially. They stress out, their hair starts falling out, they're breaking out in hives, they're sweating. And it's like, you could take the bus. You can have a community garden center. You could go to your local farmers markets. You can have you can go to the public gym. There's so many ways to make life easy. And if any of you are struggling financially at this time, that is your key out of this mindset and feeling like you're in poverty, which keeps you in poverty, is to just lean into the community more. Be an active participant in the community. You don't need to do and have everything all by yourself and be an island. No man is an island, And I think it's a little silly that, I don't know how it is in other places, but at least in America, it feels like the American dream is like being completely, totally self-sufficient and just living on your own, like in the woods or in your city life, and like you can do everything on your own, not needing or wanting anything. And it's a lonely existence first and foremost, but it's also one that puts so much pressure on yourself to be everything for yourself. And I think that is an unrealistic expectation. Okay, so Aries, your message here is to don't take these ideas to an extreme and make life easier for yourself by really nurturing your community and the people around you. We have the 5 of Water in reverse. I actually love this card in reverse. I feel like a lot of you are healing from the past separations, relationships, or things that did not work out in the past. A lot of you may be forgiving yourself for how you treated others or yourself in the past. And to me, I feel like March in the collective as well, it's again just a great month for moving on. I feel like a lot of us are moving on from everything that hurt us, and I feel like the collective spirits is sort of going through this portal right now that is like ripping away all of the toxic, negative past relationships and everything. Like I feel it intuitively in the collective. We're collectively releasing karma and these old stories and stepping into a new sort of cycle in our life. And I see that in your reading so hardcore, especially with the Ace of Air. And you feel it intuitively as well. Yeah, transformation in reverse, death in reverse. It's time to sweat out the old, let go. This message has been coming up so much in March, and you already probably feel this. You already probably feel yourself sort of walking away from your old beliefs, your old issues, old relationships that did not really work out that great for you, and you're focusing more on what you can do in the present moment. Life is giving you this second chance. It feels like a complete and utter rebirth, guys. And I feel like a lot of you either recently have released a lot of past life karma, or like completed some sort of soul contract with someone, and it's like you're free now. And if you want to go back to old projects or people, whatever, you're doing so from a free perspective. You can have so many second chances there, or you can move forward. It doesn't matter what you choose. I feel like you're free now. You're being asked to just sweat out the last of the toxins, the disease, the heartbreak, the anxieties, the worries. Definitely for sure. If I were Aries, I would find a way to physically detox, like maybe like a water cleanse, sauna, something like that, but also mentally, emotionally detox with lots of meditation, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. This is a beautiful month ahead for you, very spiritually in tune, okay? Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead for you. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.